and mute myself, and then I'll give you a countdown. Okie dokie. So this is Mega Man 1, Buster only percent. Well, 80% Buster only. Pretty much, only time I will not be using the Buster is in forced situations. And you'll see those past the Robot Master stages. But I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I start with Electman just for the fact that if I do goof up a particular skip, I can just reset and not lose, but maybe just a couple minutes. Because there is a frame-perfect trick that has to be done. But there was some new things discovered, at least for the use of the Buster only run. I don't have the world record anymore. World record is now 30 minutes and 33 seconds. So I'll be showing off a couple of those new strategies and tricks in this run, hopefully. Get up there. Thank you. I put 42 minutes just in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong in this run. Like dying to footholders over and over and over again. Like falling through them. Or, you know, botching fights with Electman in the rematch. Or Wily 2 just going horribly wrong. Or missing the jump in, Wily 4. So there's a couple of things. Alright, so here's the trick. Standing on a ladder and facing specific directions. There we go. Now I gotta be careful not to soft lock here. Come on. Alright. Alright, we got it. Okay, so we got the Magnet Beam. That's going to come in place later in the run, too. That very same trick in a different spot. And that is a frame-perfect trick. You have 1 and a 1/60th of a second to press down and fire on the exact same frame. That's a new strat used in Buster only. Take damage and immediately pause select to not take recoil. Pause select will actually get abused in this run now. It wasn't abused back in the spring run, because I didn't really see any use for it. But current world record holder 8-bit is great. Oh, thank you so much. You jumped over me. I love you, Big Eye. But current world record holder 8-bit is great. In his run, he has a couple places where he intentionally takes damage. And he pause selects to not take the recoil. And to abruptly end the invulnerability frames, or not the frames, but the animation, so that he can just keep walking. And I'm going to be a bit quiet for a moment, because I have to pay attention here. This is an incredibly timed fight. Uh-oh.
Are you working tonight? Huh?
I love being distracted. I'm sorry. I had somebody walk in my room and say something, and it broke my concentration. So let's do that again. Is mistiming. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And this is supposed to be the marathon safety strat, too. Okay, I finally got him. That was a bad start. That's okay. Now I will be going over to Iceman stage, because he's got some pretty lame RNG with some pretty lame platforms that you can fall through. Water physics didn't really exist in Mega Man. All they did was slow you down. So, for whatever reason, I don't know why they slowed you down, but... And here's another new trick. And I kind of hit select a little too late. But the idea is that you jump off of specific platforms and you hit select, and it immediately sets your speed to fall at the fastest possible. Here's the most annoying block puzzle in this game. Fortunately, they're only in Iceman's level. Now, those platforms that I mentioned, they're right here, and they are the worst things you will see. You can just fall through one of them just because the game says, oh, okay. So, as if it wasn't bad enough, they then give you penguins to dodge. However, it gave me a really good pattern on the last two, so... Because I died earlier against Electman, I'm going to snag that. Those things are called footholders, and I really hate them. I really hate those things. And no big jump, any big jumps. Big Eye is a real roulette of a run. A real roulette in the run. There's not really a way to manipulate him to do what you want him to do. And I'm gonna concentrate again because Iceman does a ton of damage. And that's what can happen. His Eye Slasher does 10 points of damage. So if you get hit by 2 of them, you are... yeah. If you get hit by 3, you die. If you get hit by 2, it just gets really scary. Okay, I got Iceman down. Now the rest of the run, up until the Wily stages, is fairly easy. So... So at this point, it doesn't matter what order you do them in. Because with Electman done and getting the Magnet Beam and Iceman out of the way, the hard stuff that normally makes you reset is out of the way. So I'm gonna try for the... Nope, I couldn't get it, so I'm just gonna go around the long way. And fleas are a nuisance. And so are Susie's. In the manual, in the English manual, those things are called octopus batteries. But my question is, why does an octopus need a battery? I mean, do they run on batteries? There's a different kind of skip coming up here in just a moment. You see the ladder there in the bottom of the screen? Now you don't, because it's at the top of the screen. That's 1 out of 3 that I've got to dodge. Well, I was hoping to get some health drops, but whatever. I should have just left it alone. Alright, so Cutman is always the one that most people will start with because he takes so much damage from the Buster. He's the only Robot Master that takes 3 points of damage off of your basic weapon. Everybody else is either 2 or less. I'm gonna do Fireman next. Why not? Let's mix it up. Just go for some of that burning Southern justice. If you've played Powered Up, you'll get that joke. Ah, good. They actually moved out of the way for me for once. There's a bit of RNG right there with the fire tackles, the little flaming fireballs with eyes. They will split. 2 will go to one side, 1 will go the other direction. So it's a bit RNG which direction they'll go. And if they part like that, it gives you saves you some time. And they actually moved out of the way again. And right there is the one spot where pause selecting after getting hit is really key on saving a couple of frames. Alright, so we're coming up on Fireman's Gate. He's got a pretty difficult strategy. I mean that sarcastically. I'm gonna let him come to me, and I'm just gonna shoot at him. And that's Fireman. If you press fire just a couple of frames before you jump, as he's making a fireball, that's all you have to do. He's pretty easy. I'm gonna go for Bomb Man next. Have I ever mentioned I hate fleas? Get up there, thank you. Oh, I normally get hit there. Was expecting it and didn't get hit. Okay. That is Sniper Joe. That is the only one in this game you have to fight. Because if you don't, he'll just chase you down forever until you, like, leave this whole area. So you kind of have to kill him. That's a little bit of a tricky section. And we'll just take the hit from him. See how he was trying to chase me down? But he's right in front of the gate, so it kind of doesn't matter. Aw, I did it too early. There we go. If you pause select, you can actually go through those octopus batteries on the way down. It's kind of neat. And that's Bomb Man. If you get close to him, he will keep jumping, so it's a pretty viable strategy if you want to play safe. And we'll go after Guts Man. Or as the inside joke continues to go, Guts Man is my husbando. These things are typically just nicknamed green handguns, but they're obviously not handguns. They don't shoot bullets. Footholders shoot bullets, yet they hold your feet. So, I don't know. Mega Man's naming conventions are weird. Okay. In this game, and only this game, when you pick up a power-up, it will pause Mega Man or cancel whatever buttons are being held. So if you're, like, holding to the left or to the right, he just stops walking for a brief moment. If you jump, he will lose all of his vertical height. You know what? I'm just gonna kill you. You didn't want to jump up at all, so I'm just gonna kill you. Splash Woman, obviously, best waifu. So, we're at Guts Man. There is a different way of fighting him. It involves pause glitching with Buster with multiple shots, but I'm not exactly versed on that particular way. And he's down. So now that we have beaten all the Robot Masters, we get to the fun part of the game. As if it wasn't fun already with Electman and Iceman there. Yeah, that's right. There is Mega Man Zero later on, so make sure you stick around and watch that if you like Mega Man games. So this opening area has 3 big eyes. And I'm going to wait and try and bait all of them to go high. No! He went high and I just didn't go fast enough. I didn't speed run good enough. There we go. That was not the correct one. So here's an annoying section. Okay. Because those are all pretty specific jumps. Kind of like that one. There's another ladder skip coming up right here. Oh my gosh. Why'd I do that? That's okay. It starts us up here. We'll just jump back down. This is a very scary section. I don't like going up that high at all. Okay, we're going to switch to the magnet beam. Magnet beam is forced right here. So I have no lives. This worries me. Now there's some new strats here with the Buster only route against Yellow Devil. I want to mention 8-Bit is great on his world record run showing this off. It saves 2 minutes if you get really good RNG with it. Like that. Oh, I only got one. That was a really high shot, so... Oh, I got one. Ah. He's staying high. I don't like that. You would do that. You would do that. You yellow blobular jerk. But that's the idea, is that you can get multiple shots per pass. But the only way to do it is to select pause the attacks. I'm going to take a marathon death here. I have no extra lives, and there's a good chance I'll die in this level. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the death and take a brief time loss. Have fun, Joe. So this is the stage where we get rematches. The first one being Cutman. The second one is the one that really horrifies me in this level as far as rematches go. And it's right here. I'm going to try different placement right here. I'll take it. Alright, I'll take that. I only got hit by the Thunder Beam once, so I'll take that. So, you remember the thing I did in... Electman stage. Now we have to do it here. But I have to be super careful here. I messed it up. That's okay. We were at the halfway point. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Alright, I got it. Oh good, I got a little bit of HP. Alright, so this is one boss I absolutely hate fighting, Buster only. And that's why. I might die. Got him, okay. That's a pretty difficult fight just for the fact you don't know if he's going to jump forward or backward. He's got sets in the floor, like spots where he'll stand and shoot. But you, when you fire the Buster, he jumps. So you kind of want to jump to, you know, land the shot. So... it's just an overall hectic fight just for the fact that you don't know where he's going to be. Or where he's going to go. And that makes it difficult just for the fact that he does damage to you, and it makes it difficult to avoid when you're trying to shoot and hit him. So, like if you jump into a Buster shot from him or something. That's why Copy Robot is so dangerous. Fortunately, here we have the shortest level in the game. After that, it's a nice breather between probably two of the more stressful levels. Why is Renner playing on a 70s disco floor? Because this game took place in the 80s, I guess. And they thought it was still cool. Or at least this game was made in the 80s, and I guess they thought it was still cool. I thought I killed it. I can tell you who dies to this boss. Certain Canadian goes by Felon. Felon 201, I think. 102. Who cares about numbers? Alright, we're on the final stage. This level has what I have dubbed the Jump of Death. If you have a deathless run going after this point, and you die here, which is a good possibility, Yeah, because this is one of the most precise jumps in a video game that I have played. I'm better at going between the shots when I get to jump, not so much when... There we go. Alright. I'm gonna be quiet for just a moment here. Too early. And see, the problem is if you die there... then you start all the way back at the beginning of the level. Which is a pretty significant time loss. And there's no marathon strats in the world that can protect you from that. Because you're not allowed to use magic. You're not allowed to use magnet beam on that jump. Yeah, it is 250. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, this is the hardest jump in the game. Why did I try and go for it? I should have waited. That's okay. That's okay. I have lives again, so... Now I'm getting the jumps. What is wrong with me? There we go. Okay. Let's try it one more time. And I was too late. I don't know why my timing is off. Yeah, not for long I don't. Not for long I don't have lives. I'm just glad that during the spring I got that jump on, I think, my first go. This is why I made the estimate as high as I did. It's little things like this. And I was practicing this last night, and I got it like every single time. So, I don't know. Got it! Alright! Finally! So now we have the last 4 Robot Masters that we haven't re-fought yet. I want to play safe here, so I'm gonna just take the slow strat. And here's proof that you can do a no damage run against Fireman with only the Buster on the rematch. Yeah, get hyped because I'm finally past that stupid jump. Alright, we got Iceman damageless too. That's beautiful. Uh-oh. That's fine. Not the best guts, man, but we're still in there. So, I'm coming up against Dr. Wily. He's got 2 forms on his machine. So I couldn't see that shot. Screen flicker is a wonderful thing. Alright. Get ready on time. And time. I had a really good Wily fight, though. Everything else in this run went down the drain, but I had a good Wily fight. So I'm curious, what was my time there? That felt like a 38. 38 or a 39.
Ultima, can you hear me? Nope. Okay.
35, really? I guess I can't be too mad. That's a 35. I mean, that felt like a 38, though. I guess because I lost so much time at Wily 4, unfortunately, but